Hello and welcome to the Daz and Gaz Show, episode 10.
Is it 10?
10, mate, the big 10.
You sure?
It's 10. Last one was 9.
So we must have done an uneven batch then.
We must have. Well, no, because the last time we were in, we said to ourselves before we come in, we were like, right, we'll go in, we'll do like 4 or 5 podcasts, and we come in at 8 o'clock at night.
And we were lagging after 3, weren't we?
Aye, we were shattered.
Did we put that one out?
We did, but surprisingly, it was better than what we thought it was.
Was it?
Aye.
All right, I'll judgment. I've not watched it back, but I will.
But welcome to episode 10. Welcome to episode 10. Oh my God, it's been a while.
It has been a while, hasn't it? It's
been a while.
2 months, 2.5 months.
2 whole months, mate.
2 whole months since we've been stuck in this amazing wee room with our Paul in the corner there.
I know. Do you know he's moved everything about?
I quite like it, but I like the more spacious feel. I feel like I've got
now I
more
kind of
of
see if we're like right or wrong on stuff.
the-
Because we usually need a fact checker. So we're like, oh, Paul's it. Now we're going to be like,
Oh, I'm still
Oh,
facing. Yeah, I'm the benefactor of this new move. I can still see. But no, fucking good to be back. Do you know it's funny? Like the first couple of podcasts we done, in fact, maybe the first 5 or 6, we had a list.
aye.
Like things
We
like
had, like,
what we
things
were going to talk
this is what we're
about because we
talking
were
about
that.
Aye.
I wouldn't say paranoid, but like right, just as a backup, we'll have this. We'll have
Aye,
that.
just in case we get like 10 minutes in, we're like, right, cool.
Aye.
Where are we going to go now?
And then we jumped in the taxi this morning. We're like, what have we got? I'm like, what are we talking about? I'm like,
Well,
fucking
I
it, let's
don't know. Just hit record and see what
let's
happens.
just talk, man.
Do you know? See this kind of like this general chit chat.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of people have messaged and been like, right, this is what I like about it. And like,
General chit chat.
aye, so, no, even just like, just
Maybe they've not got the capacity to.
I love how I'm trying to compliment people and you're like, they're just all stupid. They're all thick. But see, like because there was somebody that said to me, oh, it's just like sitting in like a living room at like a house party at like 2 in the morning and 2 pals. Like everybody else is went home and 2 pals are just sitting there, slightly tipsy, just talking about absolute nonsense. That's what it's like. And they're just like in the corner, just listening, just to see.
Yeah, I
what,
just got a flashback when you said that there.
oh no,
I don't know if I've told you about this before.
I might have.
Aye, when you're talking about like pals sitting in a house, like a house kind of party thing,
Mhm.
like I'd had a dream.
Oh no, right.
God, I think it was a while back. Basically, I'd watched what was that program where they have the guys get naked and the woman has to judge them for like the bottom up, like you first see like
Naked
the
Attraction.
Naked Attraction. Right, I was watching Naked Attraction. Like I just didn't mean to watch it. I was like hopping
See,
through the
I don't
channels.
think anybody means to watch it. It's
No.
just like when it's on Channel
Aye,
4
it's
at like
a
11 o'clock
carcass.
at night.
Yeah,
aye.
yeah, totally. And I just kind of, and I was like, why is that guy? And it was basically a ginger guy, a guy with ginger hair
Right.
and a ponytail, and he was squatting. So he'd obviously been the guy that she had chose, and for some reason, who's it presenter? Was it Davina McCall? No, it wasn't.
No,
Anyway,
I know what you're talking about, but aye.
so you've got him, you've got her, and they're standing like right next to each other. You've got the presenter, and when I've turned it, I just see him squatting, and I'm like, what have I turned this? Like, is this like a TV? Anyway, so later on that night, I had a, I suppose you could call it a nightmare. That I was at a house party, and it wasn't a ginger guy, thankfully. It was a lion. Like a lion had teabagged me. I was genuinely sitting on a couch in this house party. And do you know what was the most annoying thing about it? Right, obviously with the lion's arse on my face for
Of
one
course,
thing.
aye.
And you kind of get that sense of fear in your dream, but you just kind of like frozen. Well, not that I had a choice. I couldn't really move anyway. But my mates just carried on talking and enjoying
As
the
if nothing
party
was
like
happening.
nothing had happened. Meanwhile, this lion is just teabagging me. And I don't remember anything before that or much. I just remember it was a house party. There wasn't any music. Hearing my pals kind of discussing general things and I knew that it was a lion that was teabagging me. And it must have been because I seen this guy with a kind of like ginger mane.
Aye.
And anyway, that was it. Flashback.
Well, I hope listening to this podcast makes it feel like you're getting teabagged by a lion in your dreams. I really do.
It might
but
happen to people in the night now that they've heard me.
let us know if it
Something about
happens. Because you've got a pretty wild imagination when you're conscious.
Aye.
So, have you ever had any other wild dreams like that?
I see when you put me in the spot, I freak out.
See, that's the thing with dreams, you can never remember them.
No.
I don't know if you like wake up in the middle of the night after having dreams and just like start typing it down.
No.
I've started doing that because
have you?
I'll remember it. Like, as soon as I woke up, I'll remember it straight away, but then I'll go back to sleep and then it'll be gone.
Can you get back into your dreams?
Oh, no, right. So there's this thing. Oh, what is it called? Oh my god, it's like an actual thing. It's like where you can control your dream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't remember what it is, but there's
I
there's
totally
like
believe it.
there's like sleep masks and like it's called like, so I bought it right because I was like
Uh-huh.
I just want to cut, I just want to fly about. I'm
Yeah.
cutting about. I'm gonna be like I just want to be able to fly somewhere.
Uh-huh.
So there's
So that would be your superpower. We'll come back to that later.
right. So it's this mask, but it's got like see like it's got like 2 watch batteries in it, like to power it, and it's got like these LED lights. So basically, the whole point of it is when you're wearing that mask, like obviously all your lights blocked out, but then it's timed so that maybe like 2 or 3 hours into sleep, like kind of bang on that like perfect time cycle for sleep. It
Yeah,
like
you
kind
got
of
deep, yeah.
it slowly flashes lights. No too bright to wake you up, but it's the whole point of it is that if you're like walking about your dream and you see these lights flashing in
To
your
alert
dream,
you.
that's when your brain can like kind of wake up and like, all right, I know this is a dream. Then you can start cutting about and like controlling your dream.
Oh, that'd be cool to try.
But I tried it, and the night you would probably be able to do it because you sleep with the eye mask, like you can sleep with them. I just couldn't do it. Every time I'd lie on my side, so I kept on like kind of pushing the mask, and it just wouldn't work.
Oh, so you tried it?
Man,
Oh,
I
it's
bought
just-
them.
Aye.
No, they're like a tenner.
Aye. No, I've been able to. I think I've maybe, if I'm honest, only ever done it like 3 or 4 times in my life. And
I've been able to control your dream. You mean?
but not so much control them. But you kind of wake up, and you're aware. You're kind of like, oh right, you're kind of aware in that moment, right? That's a dream.
No.
But then being able to go back asleep and go back into the same dream, knowing that you're in a dream.
Aye.
I've done it. About 3 or 4 times, and unfortunately for me, it's never been a shagging one, because there's been times when I've been dreaming that I'm shagging or just about to shag or just about to come, and then I wake up and I'm like, no, no, don't do this to me, man. And then I try and get back into it, but I think because I'm that tense, just everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, and then I kind of ruin it, and I can't. Whereas if I was a bit more relaxed, I might have been able to get back into it. But I've been able to get back into my dreams and been conscious that I'm in them about 3 or 4 times in my life. Don't remember what the dreams were about, but I remember it happened.
You need to get one of the eye masks.
Aye, I might try that. It's still not expensive. I'll try it because I like an eye mask, as you know.
You've
It's
got,
brilliant.
Like 6 of them.
I have, and it's mainly I got them for my day naps. Do you know what I mean? Because it's easier for me to fall asleep during the day if I've got an eye mask. There's a brilliant one I've got just now, and you put it on, right? Obviously, it's like $7.99, and it's got these kind of wee metal a metal bracket here.
Oh, so you
because
can,
normally
like, fold it down.
I can see the shite cheap ones.
Aye, it
You
just
can
goes right
still
out your
see
nose.
down there, but these ones you just do that, and it kind of folds into the fold of your nose. It's brilliant. We have spoke about this before, actually, because I'm sure I remember something about velvet balls on my eyelids. I remember that, and somebody asked me to send them the link, not for velvet balls, for the eye mask, and I've done that. So yeah, let's move on.
So yeah, you're aye. So your superpower.
Oh, but have we not done this as well?
I don't know. I don't think I said flying though. So I don't know. I see if I could really pick. I think teleporting would be easier, because flying you're still commuting, aren't you? Like if you could fly, all right, I'm going to fly to work.
But then it's about enjoying the experience.
I know, but then if you'd get a bit bored of it, wouldn't you?
No,
if
flying.
it's snowing and you need to get
Don't
snow
fly in it.
goggles and all. Don't fly in it.
Don't fly in the
I
snow.
can fly, but I'm not going to fly to work.
Yeah, but you try it once, but you're saying you get bored of it. So if you obviously you fly once in the snow, you realise you don't like it.
Imagine
don't do
people
it again.
knowing that you can fly and you're sitting on the number 60 bus. Not a chance, man. You can't.
I can fly, guys. I'm just here to annoy you. Show off. Open that window. I'm out. I think flying would be more fun than teleporting, though.
I can
teleporting's instant, I guess, isn't it?
Aye, but then
You might get through one of those big.
Could you take
tubes.
somebody? One of the big tubes?
One of the big space tubes. Space tunnel.
Space tube
Space tunnel, time zone, warp
The-
thing. You know the
black hole.
the Wally things. The Wally pool.
Black
Yeah.
hole?
That. Sink.
A sink.
It's like a European toilet. You see the poo flushing away quick. Have you ever noticed that? Why did they do that? They make you watch. You watch. You do.
Is it because the water level's so high?
Aye.
It's got a journey, doesn't it?
The water levels, aye, and then so obviously if you're the older you get, the more chance there is that you get a fright when you sit down because your balls dip into the water. Aye, but it's fascinating watching your poo. Just
Spin
because it
away.
starts at top. Because normally in our toilets,
Do you know what it's like? Do you remember the things?
you put the money in the coins.
You put the money hanging in and it spins round for ages.
yeah. Copper ones as well, big 2Ps. That's just like a poo head. And like what you no, the toilets here, because obviously like oh well, fuck it, we've started now. So normally, I need to talk about something else in a minute, by the way. Normally when you poo, like usually you do, I don't know what you do, right? But I poo, I don't look at it and then wipe. Like I poo and I wipe, I put the toilet roll down the toilet, so I don't get to see the poos these days.
Right.
So I just, if I see anything, by the time I've turned around and flushed, there's just like shitty paper. So, and then you don't really get to see your poo fully formed.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas abroad, because the toilet, the actual bottom space is a lot bigger. And
It all
there's
kind of mixes in, doesn't it?
you kind of see the poo before you flush it, and then you flush it, and that's when you see it just, and then it disappears forever.
Right.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Did you know that? Oh my God, I don't know if this is something I need to talk about at this stage, but I'll start just now. Did you know that? Right, first of all, see when you poo,
Right.
see when you wipe your bum,
Uh-huh.
do you wipe from the back down or from the front
What
up?
kind of animal is wiping? So when you say the back, do you mean the tap
So,
down?
so do you do this for the back down, or do you start for your ball sack and then up?
You need to go up.
Oh my God, I'm weird.
You go down?
I go down. I've always went
You go down?
Yes.
you're just-
Paul, I need a third opinion here,
Paul,
mate.
for the love of God.
What? Do you go for doing? Oh yes,
I'm the minority here.
yes. Wait, mate, we might be the only two weirdos there is. Listen, don't take our word for it, but aye, that's fascinating.
I feel sick.
Why? No, because that would mean then that you do you then properly stand up to wipe your arse?
You don't need to.
So
I'm
you just
still
lean
young.
over?
I'm still flexible.
So-
but then, sure, you're just like, you know, if you're sweeting,
Uh-huh.
you're basically sweeting everything towards the wall.
No,
You're pushing it all back in.
No. It's a kind of like, it's an arc movement. Right? You do
an
that
arc, right?
and you check and you do that and you kind of keep going. I could never. That's fascinating, mate. Maybe you've got feminine tendencies. What? Because the reason I brought this up, right, is purely because I've had to teach my granddaughter's, right, she's not been wiping her bum properly, right, bless her, right. So we've had to teach her. However, I was trying to kind of show her what to do, and my daughter came in, and she's like, Dad, she went, no, she's went, Gracie, she went, she's got to wipe down, from the front down. And I found that weird. So obviously, well, no weird because I've not got a fanny, right? But it's so women. Hold on a minute, right? Women poo. Even with so when they poo, they still wipe from the front, because if they wipe from the back, then they can get their flowers infected. Right. Flowers. What age am I? Right, vaginas. They can get their vagina infected because they poo. So women are. That's how I was like, wow, because I do it the different way.
So they what way do they do it?
Women. When they're wiping their bum,
Really
so
get a female opinion.
We should.
Really should.
No, I've got it. Sorry.
All right.
When women do a poo, they wipe from the front back, so they do that.
Right. So the way that you do it.
No. I do like that. We've already discussed.
So they go forward.
For the fact, basically the way you do, mate. Basically the way you do.
I don't go in like that. What do you think I'm
Right, you go in through the back.
No. Do you think I'm hovering above the toilet like
Holding
that?
your balls.
Going like that. Scooping myself up
Scooting your
and
balls
going up like that.
Right, okay, I'll give you that one. Right, so you go in for the back, but you still do the same motion.
Aye, but it's up the way.
No, that's cool.
But fade behind. No, I'm not going to look like this. Jesus Christ! But look at disgust.
Anyway, yeah, that's something. I mean, I need some more opinions on, so I'm sure we'll get some comments.
Let us know how you wipe.
No videos, please. Just a verbal description. But no, I found it fascinating. But then I was like, well, it makes sense on women, because obviously if they do it the way I do it, the way men do it, darn right. then, and because it's not like I've got a collective of like, I've never had a bit of poo in the back of my balls. I mean, I'm professional when I'm waiting my.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, I did this descend into this so quickly. Anyway, bum wipage covered. Tick.
Covered. Oh, good God. So, you've been away for 2 months. Jesus, where have you been? What have you been up to? What in God's name have you been doing?
God, where did I start? So 2 months ago.
We were in the taxi. I just want to confirm, we have literally no seen each other in 2 months. We've not spoke about it yet either.
Yeah.
Because we were in the taxi and Gary was, oh, so wait, what have you been up to? And I'm just sitting there in silence. I went, just leave for the podcast. Just leave for the podcast. It'll be better than the podcast.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to?
So I guess the last time, 2 months ago, I went to, it was Thailand, wasn't it? I went to Thailand. Was it my favourite place? No, that was the second time.
Oh,
so when I went away 2 months ago, I went to Thailand for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it was meant to be 3 weeks. No, in fact, it was meant to be 4 weeks. And I had to cut it a week early.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way I'd worked it would have meant that I wouldn't have had any time to spend with Gracie before I went away and toured Australia and New Zealand. So yeah, I went to Thailand, came back a week early. But Thailand was great the first time. I did get caught up in the floods that were going on, and that was a shame, especially for people that live there. Luckily enough for me, I had the option just to fly out, so I did. What I'd done was, after 3 or 4 days in Phuket, so I was there for 2 weeks, but then obviously get bad weather for 3 or 4 days, and I decided I've never been to Chiang Mai, Chiang Mai, and and I flew up there, and I spent like the last 3 or 4 days up there, and it was really nice. So that was the first time I've been to Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai was amazing. The best thing about it is they've got traffic lights.
Is there no traffic lights anywhere else?
Yeah, but they don't use them.
Oh, right.
They're maybe, in fact, I don't even know if there's traffic lights in certain parts of Phuket, and they're definitely in Bangkok, but nobody pays attention to them. But in Chiang Mai, I felt like it was a lot more structured. The whole, it was weird, like that. A lot of the place where I stayed as well, like all the roads were like parallel, and it was covered in temples, man. There was temples literally on every second street, which was just a joy for me, because I would just see the temples. You go to Thailand, they're like they're kind of like, I guess you could say it's like our equivalent of a janitor,
right?
That kind of walks about and I guess takes care of the place. And then some of the places you will have working, I don't want to say what's the right word here. Is it? It's not a monk, is it? It might be a monk. Or is it no, it's a Buddhist, isn't it? Anyway. Yeah, so this is coming from somebody who just said 3 minutes ago, I love temples, I love all that stuff, and I don't exactly know. Anyway, but they're just fascinating to walk about. And every one you go in, excuse me, there's a different Buddha, as in like a statue of a Buddha. There's 7 different statues of Buddhas. You get the sleeping Buddha, giant Buddha, you've got all different like kinds depending. There's one for every day of the week, in fact, so you should actually Google what yours is. Whatever day you were born on, you've got a specific Buddha that's assigned to you. Mine is the one that looks like an alien head. I don't know what it's called.
That seems fitting.
But it's fascinating. I just loved walking around the temples and kind of, I'm not going to say I was searching for my inner self and all that crap, right? Because I know who I am, right? And I've said this before, I just enjoy the peace and tranquility, and the designs. I know you wouldn't think I'm kind of that level of intellect that I like architecture, but I find the architecture of the temples just fascinating. The paintwork, the stonework, it's just beautiful, absolutely stunning.
Found my
Was that yours? Oh man, let's see, what one is it?
Phang Nak Prok.
Okay. It's kind of like a cobra head, isn't it?
Big man with a snake.
Show the camera.
Big man with a snake.
Yeah.
Aye. What, I don't even
show
know.
it, but show it again so Paul can zoom it. Can you zoom in, Paul?
There you go.
Nah, cool, man. Go up to the camera, mate, because people are watching it. And you can see it. All right, cool. Or they could just Google for themselves. What day of the week were you born on?
A Saturday.
Aye.
What does this say about me? People born to this Buddha are said to be even-tempered, logical, and introverted.
That's quite. So it was the first couple of parts.
Even-tempered, logical, and introverted.
That's quite accurate, actually, for
The
you.
lucky colour is blue, which is the colour of my eyes.
Is it?
There you go.
There you go.
Absolute load of nonsense.
That's like the star sign stuff.
Oh,
innit?
Jesus. See people that make their whole identity like, oh, what star sign are you?
Mm-hmm.
What star sign are you?
Gemini. People
Oh,
make...
you're such a Gemini. See people like that. Oh, shut
Mate,
up.
I've been knocked back for dates because I'm a Gemini. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Because the moon isn't aligned to your fucking Capricorn shit or whatever it is you are. Like, it's just so fucking stupid, man. Because that's essentially like saying a 12th. Like, is that what it is? Actually, there's 12 different
12,
signs.
No. No, because is it no like January, February, March, you're one, then is it? No, there's no 12, I don't think.
Actually, there's got to be 12 star signs.
Is it one for every
Google.
month?
I think so. That's all wee Gracie's saying this. See, whenever she's been asking me to find out like how long animals live, and it's been quite disturbing because I'm being honest with her, right? I went to Google how long like bees live. I was like, Googled it. I was like, 28 days, babes, because we were watching the bee movie.
Oh God!
And she was like, oh, that's a shame. But whenever she wants to ask anything, she goes, Google it up.
Google it up.
She doesn't go Google it, Papa. She goes, Google it up. Google it up, Papa.
No, I'm an idiot. 12.
Aye, 12.
12, aye.
Cool. But it's mental how people can genuinely, and I guess it can be a fun thing. I remember, God, 20, 30 years ago, it used to be people would always like, they would buy the paper specifically
Aye.
so they could check their horoscopes. And some people would actually like, I guess, no plan their day out to that, but they'd be walking about and like see that, oh, that's because of that.
That's aye.
And you're like, all right, okay.
I used to get on the bus going to school, and they'd always have the metro on the bus, and I'd always read it, and then I would, like, I'd read my one, and then I'd be like, all right, cool, and then I'd read like the one that's like two behind that, and I'm like, that's the exact same wording. So it's the exact same stuff, but a different wording.
Yeah.
It's I was going to say something. It's like it's just a belief system. It's literally just like another.
It is, isn't it?
Another big Jesus.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But run by the stars. Astrology.
Who writes it?
I don't know.
Who's in charge of it?
Also, seeing people when people get you see like a picture and it's like a map of stars, and it's got like these horses pulling at the fucking the bow and arrows and all that shit. I don't know how I've never been able to. I'm like I've never seen that in the sky. I've never. Are they making that up? Is that just a? Do you know what I'm talking about? I've never looked up like, oh fuck, look, there's that horse. How is that? Have I not seen it? Have I just said something stupid? Tell me. Have I missed that? Oh no.
Oh man. Oh.
Just for the purpose of the camera, I'm laughing because they're laughing.
Yeah.
No, I get it now.
What do you get?
It's like a dot to dot.
This is one of Gracie's books that you
I
would
could
look
draw
at.
anything in the sky if I was to do a dot to dot, right? But they're fucking idiots are coming up with a horse and a bow and arrow. Anyway, I think that's Aries, isn't it? Is that Aries? No. The horse with the bow and arrow. Oh, I catch my breath.
Oh, I've got so stomach.
I get anxious when I laugh a lot, man. Do you know, I don't know. I just released so many things. I get the I'm like, oh fuck. I get a bit anxious. Oh.
Do you get anxious because you don't know if people are laughing at you? Really?
Oh no, I know they're laughing at me. I can handle that. But no, do you never get that when you laugh so much you kind of get like a bit? It's like, I mean, it settles down. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like I guess like a hit of caffeine or something like that. No.
So you were in Thailand looking at the stars.
So I was in Thailand looking at the stars, aye. No, how did we get on that? I want to finish that conversation.
Are you sure you want to finish the conversation?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, that's it. He's gone.
That's Gracie giving me that cough. But aye, like people. How do they come up with those pictures? How did they come up with those pictures? Because there's more. It's not just a horse with the bow and arrow.
There's hundreds of them. I'm going to go.
It's not like a horse with a human head. There's loads. How did they come up with them?
Aye, like these. Hang on.
Constellations. Is it constellations?
Zodiac signs. Where is it? Aye, it's like that kind of stuff. Star sign symbol. So like if you see that in the sky, but they like aye. So that's the.
Aye, how did it? Like I've never seen any of them in the sky.
Big man.
But it's not even just the star sign ones. There's more of them because they talk about the way the stars are aligned and like they draw pictures. They do. Do you know what I mean? You've seen like loads of different. I need to Google this now. Not right now. But so it's not just the star signs.
Aye, like that kind of stuff. The zodiac, the constellations.
I see. Aye. So how did they come up with them?
I don't know. I think they've just made it up.
I think so as well. That was my point. It's all make believe. They've made it up.
Good to know.
Oh. Oh dear.
So, Thailand, you were looking at temples.
I was looking at temples. Aye. And it's fascinating. Chiang Mai is a beautiful place. So I spent like the last 4 or 5 days there. Then I flew home. I was only home for like 3. Why did I come? I had to come back for. Oh, that's what I had a gig in Colchester. So I had to come back.
Random show.
Yeah, random show in Essex. About 3 times because the wanker that was my previous manager, David Hopkins. He. Oh, that's definitely not getting cut. His name will stay, and I've been saying it on stage every day in case you ever watch this, David. But the show got cancelled because of him, literally because he wouldn't answer his emails.
Brilliant.
So in fact, it was cancelled, and then the guy that ran the show down there contacted me just in the off chance by Insta just to let me know what happened. And thankfully, obviously, I kind of had up a quick conversation with him that would get the show back on sale again. And that was that. Aye, so Colchester was great, man. It was brilliant. That was a nice bit of it was like nostalgia for me because when I got to support Jason Manford, like 4 years ago, that was one of the venues.
Was it in that room?
It was in that exact room.
Right.
I managed to get 300 in, which was a lot. I thought, fuck, of course, there's a lot of people, man, innit, to come and see any show. And it was just brilliant. It was a great show, man. Really enjoyed it. Went back home after that, spent a few days with the girls. And then I jetted off to Bali. Right. Loads of people have... Right, 2 people have asked me... no, there's more than that. Loads of people have asked me what I prefer, Bali
or Thailand.
Or Thailand. Now, whenever I talk about Thailand... You just need to take it for granted. I'm always talking about Phuket. Right? And if I'm talking about somewhere else, like I just mentioned Chiang Mai there or Bangkok, I'll say that. But if I'm just saying to you, when I was in Thailand, I'm always talking about Phuket. And for me, Thailand, Phuket, is better than Bali. Right. I don't know if it's because I've been there 4 times. I've kind of got some pals there now. I kind of know where I'm going. I know what I like. So I guess it's a bit more familiar. It's definitely less congested than Bali. Bali's mental busy.
Aye.
Oh, mate. And when I went, so I was in Bali twice there, right? And the 2 times, I hired a scooter, like I do every time I go to anywhere in Asia. And at least when you're in Phuket and Thailand, it's less congested. See in Bali, mate, I'm no joking. See the roads. First of all, nobody pays any attention to traffic lights, and it's worse than Thailand. It's mental, right? And it's literally you're jostling. Like, see if it comes to a cross section. There's a lot of the time there's police now standing there, kind of waving, trying to control people, which they do horrifically. It's literally you're jostling for position to get across. So I'm no joking. It is mind-boggling, and it's so bad that and so congested that like nobody walks on the pavements. The pavements belong to the site, to the scooterists, the bikists, and the people in cars. I'm not joking. The scooters, you literally go up on the pavement. You drive on the pavement. I'm not joking. And I was like, well, if they're doing it, I'm doing it. It's just mind-boggling. But yeah, we can save this for another episode because that's the end of what is it? Episode 9? 10. Episode 10. So that was the end of episode 10. If you want to, that's quite clever. If you want to hear the end of that conversation or not, tune in next week. If you want to hear the end of that start of conversation, if
you want to hear the next part of the conversation,
yeah, Darren, you wrap it up.
If you want to hear the next part of the conversation, watch episode 11 next week. For us, it will be in the next 2 minutes, but for you, it'll be a whole 7 days. Cheers for watching, and aye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.